All right.
Yes, it is almost March, and
to
I
be
have.
fair, it's a Christmas in July Christmas tree.
Yeah,
You think about it.
Yeah, I got that nice Western tone to it.
yeah. The cactus does give the Christmas in July feeling, but if it makes you feel better, I've been thinking about putting that tree away for weeks. Haven't done it yet, but
I'm surprised Ruby hasn't tried to climb that thing. I know it looks intimidating, but
I think the spikes might be a little warning.
yeah, my Ruby really loves to bat at the ornaments for sure. I mean, it's her favorite pastime.
she ever knocked any off and
few?
score any points?
A few.
Man.
None of them were broken yet, though, so it's really
I
exciting.
still think it's funny that wooden thing that you still got. That
Oh.
she claws her thing, her
Yeah.
nails on.
Yeah, she just needs a board. That's really all my cat needs.
That's her pastime, man.
Mm-hmm. There's some times where she gets mad at me and she'll like go to that board and dig her nails and just like look at me like a fucking demon.
Jesus.
Yeah.
One way to get the stress out.
Yeah.
It's funny even when cats or like animals do it, they just need some way to vent and get all their stress out.
Yeah. I mean, I've had dogs who like, to get their stress out, chase after squirrels.
Fair.
And like when they catch those squirrels, they definitely let some steam out. So, yeah.
Ruby's
really
humble. She chose a plank of wood.
Indeed, yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
she's ever like caught anything.
No,
Or was around anything to catch.
she
Fair.
she's been around a mouse once before, and she was more than useless, unfortunately. I had to catch the mouse instead of her, and I was really disappointed in that. So I don't know.
Catching the mouse.
Yeah.
Did Ruby ever claw anything before the board? Or is the board the only thing that's clawed?
No. So the reason,
Technically, our legs.
yeah,
Oh, snap.
yeah,
Like a freaking log, dude. She would act like just dig into our legs like it was stable or something.
she's got some brutal claws, that's for sure. And she tried to claw up that piece of like wood furniture, and so yeah, to be able to stop her from destroying my furniture and also my couch. She really loves to dig her nails into leather. And so you never really have leather couches around cats. And so, yeah.
Shout out our mascot, Ruby.
Indeed. Yeah. Yeah. She's lost some weight, actually.
I have noticed.
She's not on Ozempic, is she?
She's actually on for hers. So.
Oh, no.
You're getting them commercials, too.
Yeah. Everyone's
getting those goddamn
Yeah, they're the most
commercials.
marketed, like, pharmaceuticals.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just watch it just because?
Why?
I want to
Why
know
you-
if there's side
No,
effects.
I'm not going with your fetish.
No. I don't.
Your
Hey, we can watch
but-
for
Friends
hims
instead.
and for hims and for hers fetish.
Those commercials are brutal. Like, I only watch TV for real when I'm eating. So I'm like eating, and then that commercial comes on. It's like, bro, chill. I'm trying to eat. I don't want to know about this. I gotta mute
Yeah.
it. I literally have to mute it. To
Mhm.
find the remote.
I have to mute ads
it.
too.
Yeah.
Preston kind of taught me that wave of just being like instantly mute it as soon as the ad turns on.
I appreciate that you like that.
But sometimes
Because-
I'm lazy.
And
Have to leave the audio on.
I can't listen to the ads. They're kind of like, it's just brainwash. Like I just feel like I don't know, man. I just hate the ads so much. I have such a passion
Do you
for
know
the
which-
hatred of ads. Whoever allowed to have all the streaming services to have like a 2-minute ad break every 5 minutes, it's criminal. It's so fucking criminal, and I hate it.
Also, I think just the word Sky Rizzy
Oh,
Yes.
has tainted our culture and our country. Every
Yeah.
time I think of an airplane, I think of Sky Rizzy, man. Like
Mhm.
you're in
Oh,
the sky and you're Rizzy.
Yeah.
Sky Rizzy.
Ever since you showed me on the podcast, you showed the clip of the guy who's like, I don't know, out the gap for the Rizzler, like that guy. You know what I'm
Wait,
talking about?
what?
With the native headdress.
tribal-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Rizzler,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Wait, I think of When Sky Rizzy shows up on as a commercial, I think of that guy.
Super Sigma.
Yeah.
Phantom Tax.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Was it
I forget the song.
Was
the
it
lyrics.
last week? I don't know. I was
That's
shown
some brain rot.
I was shown a clip of a blind man. He was a father of 2 kids, and this blind man was reading Braille of like the brain rot words, like, you know, like Riz and Gat. Was that you?
No, that was not me.
Are you sure?
100%. That would have been hilarious
Was
if
it
I've seen
blind man
that.
reading Braille?
Yeah, go. I think
That sounds
I
hilarious.
really think you're lying to me. We definitely watched that.
It was not
Here,
me.
no. Go to the podcast. Go to 88. Go to Kahaya's clips. Man, I'm pretty fucking positive it was you. Maybe it wasn't you then.
It was not me. I promise
Wow. I don't know where I saw this then. I
you.
mean,
That
maybe
sounds amazing.
maybe it was Kendall that showed me it. I don't know.
Oh, is this? No, that's not it.
No. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. It was pretty funny.
Would you like
So.
to dive into our clips? We got any commenters, haters?
I wish we
lovers?
did. It looks like we only have one person watching, and that's me.
Oh,
Maybe some
that's
listeners
so
out there.
sad.
Somebody watch the podcast.
We
please.
don't get any viewers, but it's
Are we
okay.
shadow banned? Are we shadow
We
banned?
did get shadow banned because
It
we're
really-
cocky Americans.
It really
Dang
does
it.
feel like we got shadow banned, but you know whatever.
How would you know? That's the greatest question.
You never would, technically.
That's true. All right, Kahaya's clips or your clips, Preston?
I think it's in the folder actually. Let's start with Kahaya stuff. So that's at the bottom.
All right.
Do you want? What do you want to start with, Kahaya?
Shit. Well, maybe we can start with. Maybe we can start with FB. I think FB is a great clip to start with today.
There we go.
I stole from a museum as a child, and I don't mean from the gift shop.
Oh my god. And I don't mean from the gift shop.
When I was a child, around
Is she
7
okay,
I went
bro?
on a school trip to a museum that had an ancient Egypt exhibit running. The museum staff allowed the class to look at some old relics, passing them around in a circle.
She
I
better
remember
like
looking
geek
at
her
this
head
little
off. or
greeny
something.
/ blue colored figurine of a goddess
was
with a
geeking.
hippo head. I really liked it. Without a second thought, I put it in my pocket and took it home with me. I sat at home playing with it. not
Kai,
really
do you believe
understanding
this
the
story?
gravity of what I had
I
done.
believe in it.
Then we
Really?
had a big assembly
I believe
at
it.
school. The
I don't
museum was
I don't
looking
believe
for this
guys that read on
figurine as it was not a
iPads.
replica, but an actual ancient Egyptian artifact. I remember playing scenarios
I don't
in my
remember,
head of how
or
I
I don't
could give it
believe in
back
people
without
who
getting
get their
caught,
stories
but I
from
couldn't see a
Reddit.
way out of it. The museum became angrier, the assemblies grew more pressing, letters went home to all parents, parents were called in of naughty children who could have possibly done it. Finally, everyone calmed down. They realized they weren't getting it back. I got away with it. The problem is, I'm now 31 and I still have the figurine.
Shut the f up!
That's naughty.
Shut the
naughty.
f up!
I couldn't throw it away. It's thousands of years old. I couldn't give it back. I would have been in unbelievable trouble. If I gave it back now, it would look strange that it's turned up after all this time in the same town by someone who went to the same school. I've never told anyone about this figurine. No one else has ever
Then it's
seen
haunted
it.
at
I have
this
no
point,
idea what I'll
and
ever
then you
do
have to
with
bury it.
But that's my confession. Museum thief of an ancient artifact at 7 years old.
I'm obsessed. 7 years old. Come on, they're 7-year-olds.
They should make this movie with the kid who plays young Sheldon.
That would be a
I
great
stole from a
movie.
mu-
So, if you,
That's
if you
painful.
caught,
That
you
is-
caught
that
your
was-
kid,
Only
Is
that
she
would be a
couple-
modern form of torture.
Really?
to be able to watch, to be forced to watch that, yeah.
oh my
Why,
god!
why is she a co-host, man? She was way
Hey,
too
we're,
extra.
we're not any better. At least they have their own-
7-year-old thief.
We're not any better, but
At least they have the enthusiasm. I feel like we put people to sleep.
yeah.
I'm not gonna
Do
lie.
you put people to sleep? I
this
def-
monotone ass voice.
I
Yeah.
feel like I do sometimes.
Get excited, man.
All right.
Drink
Yeah,
that brand
Finish
deal.
your Pepsi.
Brand deal Pepsi.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm ready to go.
The war cry. All right.
But what would you do if your kids, came home from a certain museum trip and they had like a little special something in their pocket from a little special Cleopatra or something?
Figurine from Egypt.
I mean, if it was from a kid stealing it, they wouldn't get in too much trouble. They wouldn't even get like thrown in juvie or anything.
That's true.
They came forward with the truth.
Yeah, that's a genuine accident.
But after so many years, I feel like it's still a common mistake, and you could return it at any moment in your life, and they'd be like, "We're not going to arrest you for it."
You're a child, and I'm sure you felt guilty, some bullshit like that.
Yeah,
I could see it.
And also, like, I mean, if you deliver the figurine without any damage, like, no harm, no foul. I mean, it was gone for a couple years. It's still going to be there for thousands. Like, I don't know.
They can't really judge or, like, harbor you for how many years you took it. You know what I mean?
Fair. That makes sense.
But maybe they would. Maybe
I feel like that'd be some bullshit crime to be caught for. Because I was like, man, I was 7 years old, and now I'm doing the good thing. And
yeah, you're doing the correct thing. At least that's like that. Yeah, I mean, at least you're doing something honorable, right? You're returning it, not just keeping it as a piece of like decor.
Fair. I think I would keep it. Like if I got something like that, my kid found something like that, it would definitely be the decor piece of the house.
I think it's a cool story.
Like to have like the Eye of Ra made out of like pure gold or something.
Yeah,
some ivory or some crazy like, crystal,
like on a rod or something too.
Yeah,
so that'd be dope. You could literally reenact like Yu-Gi-Oh games, pretend like you're in the anime.
That'd be lame though. I mean, if it was in like an idol or something so small that a 7-year-old kid could hide it, I'm sure it wasn't like anything worth displaying.
Fair. That's why they like gave it around for the kids to even hold in the first place. That makes sense.
Yeah, any relic that you're allowing kids to hold, like, come on, how valuable is this piece of, like?
It's not Cleopatra's finger or anything, or toes.
It's nothing of value,
bro.
What?
I bet people would go crazy for some mummy toes. The way people go about like real toes, mummy toes would probably like be the next big thing.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
okay. You know, mummy toes exist, right?
That's why archaeologists are out there at Kahaya. They're out there
looking
to
for
dig
some
up
toes,
some remains.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
We got Esco Luffy in the chat.
Shout out Esco
Young
Luffy.
Sheldon Cinema or nah. And then he said, "It's clobbering time." I bet that's in reference to when I was drinking that.
Yeah.
Pepsi. I got hyped up.
Kai is trying to be the Thing in Fantastic Four.
Oh shit!
So, or was that? What is the clobbering time? Whose like quote is that?
It's clobbering time is the Thing from Fantastic Four.
I think it is.
Yeah, it's not like the Hulk or anything.
What
do you think about the new? Was it Brave New World?
Brave New World. What?
The Marvel movie that just came out.
Oh, I haven't watched.
You're talking about the one with Red Hulk?
Yes, Henry Ford is the.
You know what I tried watching last night was Indiana Jones. When he looks younger, I only got like 20 minutes in.
He looks younger. The Dial of Destiny or whatever. Yeah.
It's cool how he starts off like fighting Nazis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
Nazis.
That's a big thing nowadays.
Yeah.
But
the ones from Ohio?
Oh shit.
Not the Neo one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was crazy. They made him like have a whole filter on that entire time.
Yeah.
You could tell it was a filter or something.
You really could, yeah. I don't know. You have to finish that movie, then we'll talk, because I don't really know how I feel about the Dial of Destiny. I thought it was kind of a weak movie, personally.
Yeah,
but
the artifacts so far seem pretty weak.
Yeah. It's just like they just kind of put a movie together. They didn't really have good writing, in my personal opinion. It's still worth a watch if you like Indiana Jones, but
you could tell there's some George Lucas flair in there still. It's not fully Disney corporate yet.
But they killed off Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That was so dumb. I don't know why they could have just like not had him in there, just been like his son was off and away. But just like the fact that they're like, nah, he's dead. Fuck him.
Just some brutal shit.
Does it ever show like Indiana Jones in the future, like when he's old, or is it him young the entire movie?
Oh no, it's him older, right? Old, yeah, he's old.
Like back when he's just normal age, to where Harrison Ford age.
He's Harrison Ford age. Yeah, he looks a little older than he was in Star Wars. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Han Solo died the lamest way too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
But honestly, it was so gut-wrenching though. Like it's such a good moment. Every time I'm like, oh no, Harrison, no.
It shouldn't have ended like that.
Han,
He should have went out in a more badass way.
Yeah, but like, I mean, the betrayal's so good though.
I think it would have been a better way to kill him off
if
Chewbacca was like trying to turn against Han. It was like you couldn't obviously say anything to Han, but you'd be like, move on, get away, and then he would shoot at Kylo Ren, and then instead Han Solo would take the
bullet.
Yeah, that'd be a way better death.
Yeah, and then Chewbacca
would be like depressed.
He'd be like, "No, why did I do?"
And then you'd be like wondering where he's like at the entire rest of the Disney franchise. Be like, is he depressed and alone, or like he just killed his best friend? Where is he?
That's a good point.
That'd be a way better side plot.
Mm-hmm. And then Kylo Ren didn't have the guts to kill Han Solo, so then he's like still being questioned. That'd been good.
Shit.
That'd been really good.
It would still like continue with a good plot.
Yeah. And honestly, like I rewatching the Star Wars movies. Honestly, the new ones with Rey, they're not bad. They hold up. They're pretty damn good. The 2000s ones, oh man, they're still rough. They're still rough for me.
I like Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Out of that entire movie franchise.
Mm-hmm. The Phantom Menace is so good. It's so fucking good. It's like, as a movie, it's
He's
just
like the most believable Jedi, I feel like.
He's most monk-like. Yeah.
Fair. And then you got that, I forgot his name. The guy that plays young Obi-Wan.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know his name.
Owen McGregor. No, is his name Owen McGregor?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Really? Okay.
Obi-Wan goated for sure.
Yeah.
I'm saying Obi-Wan. At least I feel like Anakin was cool when he was like a kid, but like I'm saying Obi-Wan over Anakin. Hot take.
It's not that hot. I mean, they had a versus and somebody won, so
True that.
yeah.
Obi-Wan's a goat.
I heard that the Red Hulk movie wasn't good.
The Brave New World?
Yeah, I heard it wasn't good, and that you should watch it like on a discount day if you're going to go into theaters. Otherwise, just wait for it to come out.
I heard
from
that
a
too.
coworker.
It got like a 40% rating.
Kendrick Lamar's apparently has a part in it. Like, he like does a performance in the movie.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I heard that Red Hulk only gets like a couple minutes of screen time too. Like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
Okay.
Like as the Red Hulk, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's not even in the movie, and I guess like from all the trailers and stuff that they put out, it makes it seem like he's going to be in like at least half of it.
Yeah. I agree.
Like,
I agree.
It's the big evil guy the entire movie.
Yeah.
Like I literally have been referencing it as Red Hulk movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like he only gets like supposedly only like 20 minutes of screen time. It's crazy.
And I don't understand how the Falcon or whatever, the new Captain America guy, he doesn't have any superpowers. We're just
Captain America's not superpowers. Or are you saying like
Captain America like
had the super serum?
Yes. He had the super serum. He's like
Wait, so this guy doesn't even have like a serum or anything?
nothing. He just kind of has some wings, right?
No, he did get gifted wings, and that's his only power.
Okay. So he's like Iron Man, but not really Iron Man.
Wasn't he No, he's not the guy that played Iron Man before, is he?
No, Iron Patriot.
No, he's not. No, he's not that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Iron Patriot's technically a different dude, yeah. And that used to be.
And then I think it's dumb. They got
Who was the guy who was like going crazy with? Oh man, never mind. I can't. Like the first Iron Man,
Right. I remember the first Iron Man.
And it was the guy who went on Joe Rogan and said he recreated physics.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard, thank you.
He was that other Iron Man?
Yeah, he was the first Iron Man
Oh,
guy.
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I thought he was just the
No.
security guy.
Well, I'm saying that he was the first Iron Patriot. Like he was like that. He was that role.
I see. That's pretty cool.
But he never got that. He never got that acting chance because he didn't make it to the second movie.
He was pretty cool in the first one.
I agree. He was very believable, and the fact that they just changed out, they just completely changed the guy. Like he doesn't even look this. It's not even like
That's the dumb part.
he doesn't even look this.
This is the same guy.
Yeah, like how Are we not? Are we just all supposed to accept that's the same black dude? And we're like, yep, that's the same. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
I don't know. Maybe I think he is a light skin, Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
He just looks like a light skin.
Yeah, he is. I mean, compared to the person who took his role, for sure. Yeah.
Dude, speaking of random celebrities in movies, when I saw fucking Joey Diaz, I rewatched a clip of like Spider-Man, like which Spider-Man is it? Damn.
It's the one where he's on the train.
Yeah, when he's on the train. Which Spider-Man is that?
It's
Two?
the Doc Ock one.
It is Doc Ock.
1 or 2.
I forgot what the
I think it's
first one is.
Really?
I think
I think
one.
first one's about Doc Ock. Yeah.
Okay.
What's the name? It's not Andrew Garfield. It's
Tobey Maguire.
yeah, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the train. He gets like thrown into the train by Doc Ock, and then the people are picking him up, and then Joey Diaz, as they pick him up, is in the scene. And he's like, "If you want to get to him, you have to go through us first, or go through me first." And it's like, what the fuck? Joey Diaz saves Spider-Man? The guy that's on the Joe
Does he
Rogan
really?
podcast? It's there. It's
Can we
on
watch
the
the
clip.
clip?
He does save.
Because you've mentioned this before.
No, it's just YouTube.
But I don't think I've ever actually seen the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Is
Spider-Man 2. Damn.
Huh.
That's the one we gotta find.
Yeah, I'm okay with that 20. Yeah.
I really thought Doc Ock was the first one, but it's Green Goblin.
He's mine. You want to get to him, you got to go through me.
And me.
No way. That's the guy from fucking JRE.
Very well.
Could you imagine if someone walked up to him and was like, "Oh my God, you say Spider-Man? No way!" Nuts.
It's pretty nuts. Having that role, stepping in.
It'd be fun to
No.
have some roles like that. Just like random fucking roles. Even if they're like voice acted. Just be like, yeah, I was the guy that did this side character in this show.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. I've been rewatching not to be like this, but I've been rewatching Adventure Time, and all the voice actors in that show is very impressive. And yeah, I think it would be cool to be like a part of like one of those shows, or just an animated show in general. To be a voice actor, pretty cool. I don't know if I have the range of tones and like the ability to like
recreate it perfectly, like
Yeah.
the same phrases and whatnot.
Yeah, I've been getting back into my Palpatine. Do it.
Oh shit.
So
Dude, I heard that. I saw another clip of like the banana guard in
okay.
Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm.
He said, like, the guy that voice acts that says it was his hardest voice to do, and he said it was okay, like, to do the stringiest voice that he did, because the banana guard's got like 1 or 2 lines a season. But then the game came out, and you had to like sit down for hours and use that super strenuous banana guard voice.
Yeah.
And it fucked him up.
Really?
Yeah, I got the same short.
Oh,
and
shit.
He just was like exhausted after doing video game recordings compared to show recordings. Yeah, I guess it'll do a wear and tear on you if you're a voice actor.
That's really interesting. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I always get Arthur Morgan shorts of the guy that voiced him.
Really?
That in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always him like just commenting on or like doing his voice and saying shit to like reporters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. I always get IRL Arthur Morgan shorts.
Yeah.
Have you gotten those shorts where like this guy gets like languages that are like he gets like a series of weird characters and he knows how to like pronounce all of them?
No.
And he like goes through the different types of talking, like ancient types of talking, to like decipher all of these words.
No, I've never heard of that.
What are you talking?
Nuts.
What are you talking about?
He just reads random characters and is like able to know.
He's able to do it.
I think
Is this a regular person or is this a famous person?
a regular person.
A regular person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to try and see if we can find it? Those videos are crazy.
Let's try.
So it's, I guess, a good way to put it into a search key would be guy pronouncing
Somebody's dying in the hallway.
ancient text.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Guy
Right.
pronouncing ancient text.
Guy pronouncing ancient text.
Hopefully we can find it. If you scroll down a little bit. Yeah, that
Oh, this one?
top one right there. I think that's the guy. Yeah, that is the
I
guy.
challenge you guys to give me more cursed words.
What the
than
hell?
this, and you guys did not go easy on me. So here's me giving it my best try. Let's start with some easier ones and work our way up in difficulty. This word starts with a uvular implosive, followed by a retroflex tap, followed by a nasal bilabial click, followed by and then l and s. So all that together is this word has some really cool sounds. We again see the
Like,
bilabial
what the
click,
fuck is this
but
shit?
we also see a pharyngalized voiced interdental fricative, and we also see one of my favorite sounds, the bilabial trill. All together now, this says.
You mean a bee?
Okay, lightning round. Here's a bunch more. Peach.
You know, I would just use the word that Elon uses.
Type shit. That shit is crazy.
None of these characters.
Obviously, that was a
Dude
joke.
literally
That
sounded like a villager talking.
you sound like a person that would be the word gibberish.
Right.
I would be pretty convinced that was gibberish.
So weird, like super crazy.
Yeah.
People really used to talk like that though.
It's not something.
Yeah.
People really be talking like that.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's crazy.
Just in like tones and harmonies.
Yeah. Yeah. So, do you think that's real? Like, do you think that
It's gotta
is a
be.
dead language? Is my I'm just gonna mute it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I think
you can do
that
whatever.
I think it had to be something that was spoken and then turned into a text.
Okay.
How they were
Okay.
able to get it to be like
Like, what is that? What is that language
language
supposed
is
to?
that? Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like, how is he looking at that symbol and being like, okay, so the
Couldn't tell you.
pronunciation and how I should move my mouth is.
couldn't tell you. It's like being bilingual and you spoke Spanish, right? Like, let's say I'm bilingual in Spanish, but
Mhm.
how the fuck do you say equivalent? Nah, that's not even hard. A superimposed photon. How do you say that in Spanish?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think there's going to be any way that an American's going to be able to say that for real.
This is just because you don't know another language, and this is why I was grilling you on this. I'm also
Superimposed.
I also only know one language, which is the English language. But there are Americans who know Spanish.
Okay, do you know how they talk in like courts or political hearings?
Sure,
They use English terms that I don't know.
they use law terms,
Right.
to be able to make sure that there is no gap of information that you could absorb. Right? There's no gap
Right.
of information, so you can't. It's very. Yeah. Okay. I don't really know how to put it into words, but yes. Okay.
There's a lot of words
It's
that they
just-
say that I'm not aware of, and I've spoke English my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there are Spanish people that have spoken Spanish their whole life that
Mm-hmm.
have never come across words like this.
Mm-hmm.
So is it possible that there are certain ways to pronounce words that go beyond the A to Z?
Yeah, of course.
And that's why I think I stumbled upon looking at the guy's content.
Okay. What language is that?
It could be English. It could be Greek. It could, who knows?
Okay.
Technically, he was just combining sounds and saying trilling, which is like. Doing
I
that.
think that
Is it a pronunciation language?
That's what I think. I think
Okay.
it's like the backbone. Like when you look up how to pronounce this word on Google and it shows
Mhm.
you like the pronunciation,
Yeah.
it's like the backbone of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I wonder if the clicking, there's probably a symbol for like a deep nasal click or just like a short click.
Right.
Yeah.
Like different symbols for chirps and stuff.
And
But
in Spanish,
we don't
you have
those. But yeah, in Spanish,
Spanish
you
you
have
have the double
NEAs
R's.
and
And,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, and it depends on if you use a nasal type of like consonant or vowel.
and then rolling the R or not rolling the R. That could
Right.
mean a car or it could be expensive.
fair enough.
Did you get that one?
Yamo. It
Yamo?
could be llama.
Pollo.
Lamo.
Oh damn! I didn't say polo as a joke. Damn it.
Pollo.
Okay, so
Words.
what if since we were on the topic of movies, and then we just ran away with the conversation. I'm gonna bring it back to movies. There's this Mickey 17. It's right next.
Does
Yeah,
look pretty good.
dude,
I've seen trailers for it.
I see.
and
Less cheery.
way less cheery than this, but it wrapped it up way better
I
than.
just want to Google who directed Snowpiercer.
Yeah, what? Tell me what Snowpiercer is. 2013. Oh, I've seen the cover for that before.
Oh, it's the same dude. I fucking knew it.
Who made Mickey 17?
Why does he always make snow movies, bro?
Is this good?
Yeah, this is an
And it's
amazing
on
movie.
Tubi. Shit, dog. it's on-
Post-apocalyptic. They're all on a train. They're
Yeah,
in a
you
dystopian world.
You told me about this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same.
They're
this-
basically just trying to break out of order because they're like so confined in this train.
This guy made Mickey 17 as well.
Yep.
That's
Bong.
That is pretty crazy. It looks good. And I mean, what is
Bong
it?
Joon-ho.
I mean, Robert Pattinson was in Tenet, and he was so good in Tenet, and he was pretty good in Batman.
Is that the guy from Twilight?
Yes, it
I
is the
swear to
guy.
God.
It's Batman. Just kidding. Not the OG Batman. Christian Bale. Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. It's got Toni Colletti.
Don't know anymore.
Tawny. She's in Knives Out.
I think it's
Doesn't look too
crazy
bad.
though that they just like kill him and then bring him back. Like, does he have memory of his past life when he dies?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. If you ever watched Carbon something. Damn. Altered Carbon.
Yeah, Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon is where like people would like basically keep their souls or like keep
Okay.
like a
The premise of that show is easy to like stay along with because it's an old guy and he finds a young body.
Fair.
yeah.
It's like, I'm going to transfer all my consciousness to this young body.
And you can yeah, you can go into like a new bot, like yeah, you can have multiple bodies, but like it's a little expensive, so like only really rich people can afford to have another body, and so yeah.
How many times do you have to die till you get to the point where you're like, this shit doesn't matter?
Well, the dude was a billionaire in that show, and he was like, I think he was wanting to just not want to live anymore.
That shit's crazy. Or getting to the point where you're like, man, I've died 17 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone like, I saw a lot of people that were like his bosses that were like making him and shit. It's like, I've died 17 times. Every time fucking sucked.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if you died?
Mm-hmm.
You don't get me. Maybe I should teach you how it feels to die.
Sure.
And then he just starts killing people.
I mean, maybe.
That's the
Well, it
ADHD.
depends
in me.
on-
ADHD in me.
If he really is expendable and they can just keep cloning him, I'd be like, I have a contract with you for this many lives, and then I'm out of the game for real.
Dude, that'd
That's
be
what I-
crazy.
That's what contract I would sign up, but I guess he was like the genie in the bottle, only one wish type of guy.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know when it's coming. Can you figure out when is it coming out?
March 7th.
March 7th.
Not
Okay,
bad.
so it's kind of soon. It's kind of soon.
I've been got rated to 9, 8.
Damn near
Yeah.
none.
Yeah.
Movie of the year, Oscar right here. We're looking at it.
You know,
Looking at
like
the Oscar.
me and Kendall over the weekends, like we get so bored. So like we've been dying to go to the movies, but there's just no good movies.
That's true.
There's
Fair.
no good movies. And we saw One of Them Days, and so that wasn't bad. That was pretty good. But yeah. Yeah.
I feel
It had SZA in it. She's like the
SZA.
Yeah, she was like the main
Is that
character.
the boxing movie?
No. Have you guys seen Friday?
I've not seen Friday.
With Ice Cube.
No.
No,
I need to see Friday.
I've never seen it either, but
It's
apparently
like a black people movie. Like you have to watch it to be black.
Yeah, I would say it's but I've never seen it either. But it's supposed to be like a female remake of that, and so
Interested.
yeah, and it was pretty good. I actually liked it a lot. Yeah, SZA seemed, I don't know, pretty good actually. She was a good actress, so. And it was crazy to see her on that movie and then at the Super Bowl. That was pretty wild too.
Fair.
And yeah.
I don't even know what SZA looks like.
Really?
Yeah.
She's just, I
A
really
lady.
couldn't describe her to you,
Fair.
She
I know she makes music. That's all I know.
Yeah, she's actually like really popped in the past like couple years. Like she has billions of views now.
I
Like
think she was like one of the only women signed by TDE.
No, she severed from them before 2020 actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so weird then. Why did she went to the Super Bowl with Kendrick? I guess because they got a song together.
I mean, I'm sure they got like I don't know. I don't think they have bad relations.
Yeah.
I just think that
Just it was like a mutual thing.
yeah, I don't think they have bad relations.
Yeah.
But
Fair.
She
Yeah.
had blown up for real.
I mean, I was looking at Kanye's like
I'd rather her
homepage.
blow up than Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like Megan Thee Stallion to be honest. Like her flow's too whack for me.
It's just every song sounds the same.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that a lot of female rappers are like that.
I mean, a lot
All
of
the
male
same
rappers are like
That's
that
true.
too.
It's very
you know,
true.
there's just like a fucking rap sound that's just been sticking around for a while, and
Yeah.
it's just like it seems so generic. And yeah,
I agree.
I mean, I was trying to listen to some new rappers. You know, it's like trying to like I don't know, find some new sounds, listen to some new albums, listen to new people. But it's so difficult to find new people that actually are like
Unique compared
artists.
to
Yeah.
yeah. What's popular?
Mm-hmm. But besides just like a cookie cutter song that's just like dog shit. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know. It is pretty wild. It's pretty wild. We could either do some adrenaline, we could do your stuff. We could do that governor who's trying to
Let's spice things up. What about some adrenaline?
all right, you could do
Mhm.
those. Yeah. They're pretty wild.
3, 2, 1.
I would never do this.
Oh no.
Yikes.
How do you not break your
You know,
legs?
It's fucked up when
legs
you
are
start
tingling.
drifting towards the mountain.
Yeah.
His legs are
he
tingling.
he
on
really
fire.
got caught.
Oh shit.
This looks dangerous as fuck too.
There's gonna be a proverb that
Yeah,
comes out
like
of
what's
this.
gonna save you?
I'm
A big
I need
ladder.
help. I need a helicopter.
You're dropping 30 feet, it looks like, or more. That looks so scary.
How's the helicopter gonna operate that close to cliffside? Like
That's a good fucking question.
they're just gonna have to drop a big ass little stool thing,
Do you remember that one clip on? Do
big ass rope.
Mm-hmm.
you remember that one? I don't know if you guys watch this, but on PBS Kids, there was this clip where this guy falls off a cliff and he's like holding on to a branch and he has to like spell words to like get help or some shit.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
That
was
sounds like
on
one of
every-
those cool math kids games. On
It was in between every single
you
like
gotta,
segment of the
blast
show.
asteroids to save Earth and spell out pooper.
Word.
Yeah, wood.
Yeah.
Those games were so lame, bro. And you get like points for making a word.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like you ever play those games and you have to like shoot up in a space and spell out or like do math calculations?
Or like race and then you spell a word and then you
Oh.
like get a boost.
Yeah.
Those are the worst teacher games ever invented.
Those were really brutal. Those were really
they were
brutal.
like, come
I
on,
do
you
remember
can be quick
those.
at this. They were like
Yeah.
trying to motivate you.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember those. That's a real like I don't even know. That's so deep in my brain. I didn't even know I had that part of my brain still. Wow. I do remember like the asteroids game and the racing game. Yeah. That's brutal. Yeah. I do remember those.
Those were things.
Kept trying to make you quicker and quicker. I was always like, I can't go quicker. I can only shoot so many asteroids at once.
We're trying to turn us into AI.
It's funny.
Shit.
They were coming up with some weird ass games, bro.
Yeah. Still didn't help me. I'm not a good typer.
I feel it.
Yeah, you could do number 40. And number 40 is
Ready.
kind of similar.
Well, this is cool. 3, 2,
Nah.
1.
Tripping. Dude, I'm okay not hearing that sound my whole life.
Yeah?
I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird that this is obviously not like a parachuting tower. It's probably a
Right.
satellite or radio tower,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
or cell tower. But like,
Yeah.
people are paid to go up there and like install the tiniest light bulb or something,
Mm-hmm.
and they get paid like $200,000 a year to go up there twice a year or some shit like that. And then this guy's like, I want to parachute off the very top of it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna use my own money to climb and buy the parachute and everything.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Can we replay that? Because that sound is fucking crazy.
Now he's about to hit terminal velocity.
Literally.
Cool.
At least he doesn't hit the tower like the last guy hitting the cliff, right?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm good.
It really just depends on like how you first leap outward. 'Cause
I don't
if you don't
think-
leap outward far enough, I feel like you could get dragged
Yeah.
back in.
Or if it's
Mhm.
windy that day or something, you jump against a wind and you get blown back.
Yeah.
I wonder how long you had to wait up there to like test out the winds. Because I wouldn't just like, all right, I'm up here now. I'm gonna jump.
I don't know, man. You know, have you guys ever cliff jumped before?
I value my life
Okay.
a little bit.
Maybe only 10 feet.
Only 10
Nothing-
feet?
Yeah, nothing too big.
Yeah.
I've never gone like 20 feet cliff jump.
Yeah, I think I probably like did like 10 or 15 feet. And I jumped into a river. Dude, fucking hated it. Like to be able to like jump off and like go a decent distance from the cliff. That's a difficult task for me, and I don't think I'm made for it personally.
And then the adrenaline when you're in the air.
yeah, I just like
You gotta withstand all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Like in the pool, I don't give a fuck. But like in nature, it just feels different. It definitely
does.
feels different.
Risky. It's
It-
like, where
Mhm.
are the rocks for real?
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a bottom to this? Who
Mhm.
measured it last?
Yeah.
Every time I go to Cumberland, bro, I'm just always scared that there's like some big ass megalodon fish or lake or
I know that fear.
Like alligators, like
what's the Loch Ness monster?
mm-hmm.
Dude,
Just those type of shits.
I swear to God, I was in Cumberland Lake and the big ass fucking fish that was probably like double the size of my body fucking swam past my leg, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Got out of that fucking water
It's a 12-foot sturgeon
type shit.
gracing your leg.
I was like, what the fuck? That shit was fast as hell too.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Do you guys ever like get goggles and like look in the water? I know
That
it's a
would freak me-
That would freak me out more.
really.
Yeah.
Seeing all
Okay.
the little fish fucking looking at you.
I don't think they're looking at you.
I think
They were
the-
looking, bro. I swear.
The biggest thing I'm scared of, at least in Lake Cumberland, is just a snapping turtle.
Yeah, that's a
Because that
genuine
could just
fear.
happen anywhere
Mhm.
at that lake.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're like shallow,
How
water.
have you like heard of people get?
I've just seen them before, but
Okay.
only in like beached,
Mm-hmm.
never in the water.
Yeah.
I think what
It's
would
fair.
scare me is the snakes. I heard there's snakes down there.
That too.
That's it.
You've
Yeah.
seen a snake swim before, but
That's
they don't
fucking-
ever come up to you.
That's terrifying. That's really terrifying.
Yeah.
I've seen eagles down there. That was cool.
Oh yeah.
It sucked though. Like my girlfriend's dogs are really small, so
Mhm.
if they leave them to have access to like going outside, you never know. One
Mhm.
day
Just get snatched. It could
that'd be
happen.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
They fed one of the goats down there too much food. The tourists and everything.
Billy the
all the
goat.
boaters. Yeah, Billy the goat, R.I.P.
That shit had 3 stomachs, bro.
Probably had too many Pringles or Cheetos.
Cheez-Its.
What are you
Whatever.
talking about?
There was a goat down in Lake Cumberland.
Yeah.
And he died because there's a rumor spreading, or it was like a year ago when this happened, that he died from eating so much human food.
People were saying he got shot.
I just think it's better to place all the blame on humans
Fair.
for feeding live animals, not
Correct food.
traditional food.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
He lived a happy life.
You think so?
High cholesterol.
This
That's the
is
way
a
to go.
rumor I've never heard of.
He
And the
was
fact that you
definitely
guys both know
he was
it's
a
pretty crazy.
showboater
Bro.
for sure. He was wanting to hog the camera.
Even Ashley's in the comments like, I miss Billy.
He's
That's
like
really silly.
Fiona the goat, but for Lake Cumberland. you know?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did I say Fiona the goat?
You meant Fiona
hippo.
the hippo. Yeah.
Yep.
Fiona
Yeah.
the hippo.
From
There
the
were shirts
Cincinnati
made
Zoo.
for Billy.
You really?
You could have bought a Billy shirt.
Yeah.
Billy the goat shirt.
Like,
It
did
was,
it make like
marked.
Cumberland News? Like, I don't understand this. Or it's just like word
Maybe
of
the
mouth.
Facebook county page.
Probably, yeah. That makes sense. That's the newspaper nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
The county's Facebook page posted this.
That's
That's
so funny.
That is really funny.
Don't you have to pay for the newspaper or like sign up for it?
Yeah. You got to pay for it. For sure.
I think that taxes should cover that. I think that's
A
pretty
paper?
lame. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably one day that the government will just buy out a paper just to
Guys
keep
hear
it
about
around.
The Doge stimulus. I don't believe in that shit.
Doge stimulus.
Doge.
Everybody's
for
gonna get
the federal
a
workers?
stipend?
A 5K.
$5K for
Yeah,
what?
but I don't believe it.
Every citizen?
It was in the
Or every
news,
employee?
but I don't know if it's for real.
Oh, it might have been like a
I think
scam.
it's fake. Yeah.
Near me. Wow.
It's
What?
if you're an American citizen. Why does this keep happening? Stop floating me back up.
American taxpayers.
That's really interesting.
Check with the president on the idea of the Doge dividend.
Wow.
$2 trillion in savings.
I don't know. That's gonna take a while for that to happen. Cause I think
Doge has
they're
saved
only at
55 bill.
55 right now.
Yeah, it's gonna
So
take a
for
minute.
$2 trillion to find all that money and cut it, you're gonna have to
Cut it.
wait a whole like 2 or 3 terms. 55 billion just now, and that's like
They're
a
gonna
month
need
in.
a real good idea to do that shit.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never heard of this before. Is
And
this like, was
then-
this recent?
Yeah. And then Elon Musk said some scary shit. He was saying that since Mexican cartels are labeled terrorist organizations now, that we as United States can authorize drone strikes to these cartels. And then there was a whole list of like 10 plus cartels that are on
Damn.
the terrorist watch list.
And you know, those cartels got like tanks, bro, and like armies.
Everyone has tanks and armies, though.
Yeah, you know, that's fair.
I think the only issue with it is the fact that the cartels operate on our soil.
yes,
Look at this.
I think that's also
Isn't
a big
this
issue.
some like big ball shit to say?
That means they're eligible for drone strikes. Damn, son.
That's just wild. Look, and it shows all of these.
Wow. Train of
These
Hey,
Argla?
hey, we should
These
say
three
these.
are top
You
five.
probably shouldn't say these
Yeah.
names.
we'll get shadow banned.
Okay.
Total elimination of cartels and transnational criminal organizations.
Wow.
It's a good thing that he doesn't like him.
This is like the anti-villain league.
Rest in peace.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting.
I think they're gonna.
America. What is America? What was that fucking page?
I think it's like a
what?
threat, though, for real. Like, if you really think about it, it seems like a threat to those groups. Like, don't operate in our soil, or
Yeah.
you're gonna get Obama'd.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
maybe
And
they'll
then
back
there
off
were
a little
some
bit.
there were some people in these comments scared, and they were like, "Does that mean that drone strikes could be authorized on U.S. soil? Because that'd be pretty wild to fucking think about.
Technically,
crazy.
no.
Yeah.
Technically, no.
Imagine America just goes to war with
With
itself because we're just drone striking all these cartels, but in reality, it's like missed targets, and we're all
Mhm.
like, "What the fuck are you doing, government?"
Yeah.
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 Trying to
Yeah.
keep that population in check.
Maybe that was about to happen in was it New Jersey, but they just didn't pull the trigger
Dude,
on it.
You know,
That'd be crazy.
we are not far away from some RoboCop shit.
I
People dedicating
yeah.
their entire lives to the force and like merging themselves with steel bodies.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely see that shit.
And you know, I want to get rid of my smartphone.
That's
So,
crazy.
I really have a desire for it, but like, yeah, I agree with you. You know, like once people get Neuralink or something similar to it, and then they start, you know, having like the whole like Anakin or Luke Skywalker hands, we're definitely gonna get some programs in us too to be able to kill efficiently, like
Yeah.
RoboCop. And
For
so,
cybernetic upgrades.
like, have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie?
RoboCop?
Yeah, it was a decent movie. It was an
Yeah.
okay movie, and like he wasn't efficient enough with all of the armor, like all of the like
Systems.
upgrades. Yeah, like you know
Yeah.
he had like muscle upgrades, and he was like rebuilt as like a cyborg. And then you know, so they were like, well, he's not efficient enough. We're gonna clearly put in some programs in him to kill more efficiently. And so, yeah,
So he got aimbot,
he got aimbot.
and he got like sensory bat hearing, and is able to hear past walls, so you can shoot through walls and know where you're at.
That's crazy.
That'd be
shit.
cool. Sonar.
That movie was so badass.
Yeah.
Sonar, that's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty fucking
I
scary.
think it will be fucked, especially once everyone has Neuralink,
Mm-hmm.
and then like if you do something bad, the system will know.
Yeah.
You'll know. Everyone
Mhm.
will know,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll come after you.
Even Minority Report. Before you do the crime, they'll arrest you
Right.
because you
Thought
were
of
in
it.
the actions and you thought of it and you were about to pursue the crime at hand. And so, yeah.
I've seen an Alex Jones video that was saying some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, they're trying to make a AI evil mastermind that can tell the future and know who's going to commit crimes. I was like, I really fucking believe a Minority Report's going to be like based on a real movie one day.
Or based off real life,
Or
like
based off real life.
predict the future. Yeah.
I think that shit about so many movies. Like
Yeah.
Terminator.
Terminator, dude. Terminator, Minority Report, and fucking RoboCop.
Yeah.
All three of those could
Should we
become
just-
the future.
Those are
Throw
fear-
iRobot in there.
Apocalyptic fear-mongering movies.
What?
Should we throw iRobot in there, or is that already a thing?
I never watched iRobot, actually.
haven't seen
Any-
iRobot.
No.
Any movie that Elon steals ideas from, it's a apocalyptic movie.
Fair.
If you think about it.
I guess.
I guess we know his genre.
Yeah.
The ones where humanity does not win.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen because I'd like to see the.
I've seen this fucking insane video. Yeah, it's this one.
Oh, I have such a good video for after this.
I think I have a clip of this.
The music makes it so creepy.
I literally have a clip of this.
Why the music?
Yeah, literally. He's just trying to do the Irish jig.
Man,
Like,
I don't like that they're. Man, they're really trying to recreate the human body, aren't they?
you know what? This would be a great Kanye West music video.
Like a prop in it.
This is some creepy ass music, dude.
I know, right?
Could you imagine you walk into that room and and it was like lights off and you didn't know what was going on
And
and
you
you
see
saw
that
that
shit?
yeah.
Oh,
You're
hell
like, am
no.
I at a butcher right now?
Oh, God. 4 minutes ago.
I want to be able to pour food in at home, guys.
This is you pleading to your AI overlords. Just a food and some home, guys.
Oh man. Okay, can we go to? I have a perfect video for this.
Can I
Nolan.
actually have a clip of this same thing?
Oh
Can I
yeah, do
actually
you?
show
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Let's check it out.
It is. Fucking. Where's his face? Oh, I don't think I brung it. Did I not bring it?
I mean, you can.
Tesla bot?
Well, that
No, it's
one's
like a
that one's my
muscular-
video.
Let's just check this one. I don't see yours, Kyle.
This video
That's
is
crazy.
super disturbing.
guess I don't
by
have
the
it.
way. So this video is a little rough, guys.
It came in the mail.
The Tesla robot. So, would you guys still want a Tesla robot?
For sure.
Yeah, because it doesn't have all those organs looking
Yeah.
muscle things.
I don't think I need that, you know? Like something as basic as C3PO or something like this, I'm okay with. But yeah. And it would also be really nice to have a Tesla robot to be able to cook my food.
Man, this is getting creepy.
Yeah, I don't know. The vibes of it would probably like scare me a little just because of the whirring.
The
It was, like
The sound?
the whirring of the motors
Oh,
inside
yeah.
of it. You would constantly hear it
Mm-hmm.
because like those aren't concealed. You would just constantly hearing like the maximizing and minimizing of its like cameras and shit.
Yeah. But what if it made no sound though?
That would be even creepier
You think so?
if it tried to be quiet.
Yeah.
Man. It's doing everything. It's doing all the hard work.
I know. It's being a man.
Is it being a man? Or is it being a
This
slave?
is where you don't trust it.
Just turn red.
I can't remember if it turns sour here or if it's in the next scene. But it's a really beautiful home.
Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare. Is that what's happening?
It's the next scene that fucks up.
Yeah. It's probably not this one.
Yo.
You seen me picking up a dress?
No longer.
Why would you go back and that's some? Why would you go back in?
Well, you wouldn't go. You wouldn't go back for your
No.
wife and child.
Oh, he's a family man.
He's a family man. He's a family man.
R.I.P.
I know. You know, I apologize for bringing a horror clip, but
Oh my
I'm gonna
lord.
be honest with you. This fucking terrified me.
This is the next horror film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
That's
You
definitely
guys gotta
doesn't-
hurry up and copyright it before the next movie director is like, this is a great idea.
Yeah. I've never seen Ex Machina.
I
Have you
haven't
guys?
seen that either.
But I kind of think it's not loosely that, but
That definitely
in the same lane.
didn't help Tesla stocks.
It's not hurting it though. Oh man. But yeah, not to dampen the mood, but yeah, I saw that and I was like pretty freaked out about it. And that freaked out is just like, I don't know. It's a little
Uneasy.
weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
because think about it. What if it could take you out without
Right.
even thinking? Like not even thinking. Like it wouldn't be a difficult task
Right.
to be able to disabilize
A human being.
yeah. Just like a fully grown man.
A household.
A household. Yeah. And if every Tesla robot, or if a Tesla robot's in every household, well, that's a revolution right there. And so,
Do you remember like the original like headlines in the news when the Tesla robots were ripping people's like
yeah,
backs off and stuff or whatever?
was that real?
That was fake.
Was it fake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been crazy though.
Yeah. Was that fake? Interesting. I wonder why those headlines were fake.
Yeah, it was like this dude purposefully stuck his hand like onto it, and it only gave him like a rug burn or something on his wrist. And they were like exaggerating the story, and they were like, it twisted his arm and it broke it. And it was like some bullshit story.
That's crazy.
That's really funny. I didn't know
But
that.
the dude just like put his arm into it, and I think it just like got twisted.
That was like a
dumb
big
engineer.
That was a big
It
story
was a big
too.
headline.
It was such a big story. Yeah.
Can we watch my clip CC? The current
CC.
economic status of the environment.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, what is Biden's old ass gonna say?
Right here.
Yes, sir, right there, yes.
Do I talk right here?
Yes, sir, you talk right there. Oh gosh, he don't even know where he is.
What?
You speaking to the mic, sir.
Oh, okay, the mic, okay.
America, there is an oligarchy forming in this country of extreme wealth, power, and influence. This is a very
The Joker.
concentration of power held by the very few ultra wealthy. Their power, if left unchecked, threatens the freedoms of this nation and the safety of its citizens. This is not a threat. This is a warning. But y'all be easy though. Later! What in the fuck was that? What was that?
You know, Biden actually said some shit like that.
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
That shit
true.
was crazy.
He talked about that there's like an oligarchy.
Yeah, he called them an oligarchy.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
wild. And
You know, I mean,
do you feel like it's coming that way yet?
not like it's kind of always been like
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been people of power with 99% of the money forever. I
What's
don't know.
weird is would his closing statement be the same if Kamala got elected?
Interesting.
And that's how you know someone's kind of two-faced, if you can tell that it's swayed in the like the money kind of perspective. He's like just trying to shift the narrative in a way.
Mm-hmm. I
'Cause-
wonder if he even kind of like said yay or nay towards a speech or not. Like, is he just handed a speech and he's like, just like practice it, go have
Regurgitates
fun, yeah? Or like, do you think? I'm curious if he would like pick and choose like which narrative he actually wanted to
That's
give
true.
portray. Yeah.
That's why they kept shooting him with the dumb rays out of the dumb ray gun.
Do you think that he had a double?
Man,
I
that's
always
crazy.
see people say that he had like a saggy face sometimes, and that his facial structure was like fucked up and
Mhm.
didn't match from how he looked 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But I just think he just
Just-
got old.
Yeah, he's just old. Yeah. I understand that. I'm with you on that.
Bro just got
I don't know.
old and forgetful.
Yeah.
It's nothing complicated in America.
Yeah, and his like his facelift got like saggy again. So, like,
I think his eyebrows, how they always look like they were going up all the time, and how
Right.
he had all these wrinkles.
yeah.
Like, not every old person looks like that. He just looked a little ridiculous
Mhm.
all the time.
I really wonder, like, if he, like, how the fuck does he just, like, lock in and say some of the craziest shit, and then other times he's just like,
Yeah, he's actually he was for an elderly man was like that was senile. He was really able to regurgitate and give a speech.
Right.
I mean, if it was through a teleprompter or not, he was still decently able to speak. And so, I
It's
mean,
nutty.
yeah, it was nutty. But like, if he had to,
But there's also so many times where, like, he
Yeah.
fumbled so hard, and it's like, dude, this guy's not okay.
yeah, what was it? He was like the most important words. You know, like
Yeah,
that
like,
video. You know, yeah.
Wild, and
Yeah.
just farted through his mouth. I do that a lot, but still,
Oh,
it's
do you?
wild. And
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
Any contenders?
are we gonna go
Man.
into
We got any
the-
commenters down there?
There was someone named Matthew Hayden that said, "I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it." I don't know what that means.
it's from a movie,
Interesting.
I think, right? Come on.
Sounds
Shit.
like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Is it Star Wars?
It's probably Anakin.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to hear this one out.
Nicotine was developed by plants as a Darwinistic evolution in order to stop bugs from eating it. It's a pesticide. You eat me, you die. I want to give you cancer. I want you to die so you will stop fucking with me. That's how I suppose. And now we're sitting here growing it and extracting it and do all this stuff so we could consume tobacco. And if the plant could talk, it'd be looking at you saying, I'm gonna kill you, bro.
I've watched that shit before I took a shower, and I thought about it in the shower, and I was like, damn. Let's say cancer started with plants.
Mm-hmm.
Plants are trying to kill us. Will it get to a point where cancer just evolves and evolves throughout generations and generations when people like consuming products like tobacco, and the cancer evolves and we get more and more like fucked up? Like our DNA gets more and more fucked up as the lineage goes on, and then eventually it will come to a point where we won't even be able to reproduce anymore, and the plants win.
Yeah.
Well,
That's-
either the cancer wins or our immune systems win.
Right.
Imagine we take like a super vitamin at the start of every day and we're just like immune from all disease.
You need some shit to fight cancer. Cancer fucking sucks.
It does. It does. But, you know, cancer also comes from, like, emissions.
True,
And,
true.
You know, what do the cell towers really do anything?
I don't think so. I don't think that counts.
You don't think that counts?
Radiation to mutate your DNA. I don't know.
Somebody was trying to tell me that AirPods give you radiation. And I'm still really on the fence about that one.
How though?
They're like, the frequencies of Bluetooth going through your brain. And I'm like,
Okay. Look up the wavelength.
the wavelength of AirPods or wavelength
No,
of
just
Bluetooth?
like wavelength colors or radiation. Because there's like different forms of radiation.
Okay. Well, like everything
like for
emits
visible light to radio waves
Sure.
to things.
This one?
Maybe we should just do like wavelengths of like the radio waves.
of radio waves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll find like a chart that'll show us the different types of radiation
Sure.
to see if it's possible.
Mm.
So as you can see, like the cancerous,
More rapid wavelength.
and we're at like I'd say AirPods are probably more on like the microwave, not microwave, but like
It's radio.
radio wave.
It's in between radio and microwave, which is kind of scary.
Microwave's pretty fucking
'Cause
scary.
Telephone and other signals. So we're microwaving our brains every time we put our...
Yeah, that's
they
hilarious.
are. If you think about it, they are microwaves. I mean, that's probably just a generalistic term.
How much like how long would you have to be exposed to like a radio wave from like that are bouncing between cell towers and stuff for it to be able to affect your body though? I think that's the real question.
That is always the real question. Same thing with Red 40, How much do I have to consume it until it becomes an issue?
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, we've all consumed some Red 40 in our lives,
I think it's very easy to do the math to figure out if that's actually true.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I just don't know like how much your body can handle. If I knew that, I'd probably be able to do the math. And
Yeah.
that's a quick search.
Yeah.
That's a quick Google search. I feel like it's very easy to figure out if
I got a
AirPods
question.
do it or
So, when light becomes visible, are they saying that heat is also the first sight of visible light? Like you need to have temperature in order for light to exist? Is that technically accurate to say?
I don't know.
I don't.
Do you need
So-
temperature for light to exist?
No. Because if the sun, what do you mean by temperature?
It's like if you look up like the
I guess
speed of light.
temperature is the same as just any other normal wave because it's just is heat bouncing around or is it cold and not static?
I feel like heat is the temperature
vibration
is particles, right?
Yeah,
it's a
It's how fast the particles vibrate.
Yeah,
or
So
slow.
that's separate from wavelength in this entirety. Because I was like, oh, they're putting this here because once this gets hot enough, it turns red.
They're kind of hand in hand. I mean, I think that's why when things get heated up, they kind of turn red and things of that nature turn black. And, the particle moves around, but, like, as a particle moves, like, there's, like, a wave associated to that particle. That's a thing, apparently. They really do go hand in hand. Like, the speed of light is, like, the equation of speed of light is, like, a wavelength and a time and a velocity. Like, it takes multiple things to make up the speed of light. Or for you cooking something, like, there's multiple things that, like, go into that. And I feel like things that are hot and things that are visible with light definitely go hand in hand. Like I've been learning in class, like a black body is like something that can absorb all radiation, 100% radiation, and that's like a color, or like how light is like seen through an object tells you how much heat it can absorb. So like it definitely goes hand in hand. I don't know if that makes sense.
I didn't really get that one. I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow along, but like I'm more confused than I
about this shit.
All
right.
Can I give you the simple antidote though?
Go ahead.
Which is that I don't really know if this is the best everyone's seen on a road. On a hot day, you see the sizzling air like coming off the road, right? But there's no attached color to it. It's just like the air moving around. I don't know if that answer no, that has nothing to do with this conversation. I got nothing, man. I don't even know.
Heat, like temperature, wavelengths of, I guess, electromagnetic radiation, and just like, I don't know, physics is just weird.
Mm-hmm. It is weird, and in physics,
you just got to take so many different properties and mix them and be like, oh, this is just how the world works.
Yeah, and they figured out that light is a particle and a wave. What is that? What the fuck does that mean?
Exactly.
What the fuck does that mean? You know what? And thank God there's some. Well, not the supercomputers. What the fuck are they called? The quantum computers. Thank God the quantum computers exist. Because now, now they can be both. So.
You should look up, like, different terms of radiation, like absorption and reflection. This is a lot.
Different terms of radiation and
reflection, absorption, and trans.
You can use
that picture. The fourth one.
Fuck, why is it dragging? The fourth one?
Yeah. This is kind of what I've been learning in class right now.
So, oh man, that's brutal. That's not a good. Is there like a better? What about that version? Is that well? That's not even a better image.
Kind of. It doesn't go into it.
It doesn't go into it.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, that one right below, down. This right here. Yeah.
Interesting. This is interesting. Huh.
Yeah, so like if you think about the sun and the way it hits objects, like different objects react differently. And, when you see a color, it's just how the energy is being
absorbed,
reflected into your eyes.
Okay.
So like if there's like a lot, sometimes it'll be like it'll glow hot red.
Yeah.
Things of that nature.
Okay.
I guess that's what I was trying to say. So it's like it kind of goes hand in hand with like the wavelength like how fast all the particles are moving can change the wavelength that those particles make, which change the color. I guess that kind of makes sense.
And that's what Nolan's meaning when you say that, like, is heat and red, they're at the same connection.
Yeah.
And you okay, I gotcha.
I was like, dude, when heating coils, like, or anything,
they get piped a
they
fire.
get red or orange first.
Yeah, sure. That's interesting. You know,
it is weird though because there's like the blue hot and then there's the red hot.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's dwarf stars out there that are like every type of color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and there's different colors of flames. Yeah, sure.
So I really wonder, like, do those temperatures of stars not burn, or are they like so freezing? That's just weird.
Well, they're not
freezing.
Yeah,
they would be ice balls.
Right.
Well, then they wouldn't emit light because they're.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah. So it's just weird the colors of, like, I guess dwarf stars or just heat in general and how visible light is depending on the color of the star.
It could just be also like what gas they're burning too.
That's true.
And if you think about, like, some gases move slower or faster than other gases, and maybe these gases on the blue stars move faster, so they have a higher wavelength, which make them blue. Who knows?
Yeah.
I feel like that could be a possibility.
I
don't know.
Colors and wavelengths and temperatures, just all one crazy topic.
You know,
it's a lot. Like, the fucking math behind it.
Yeah.
Have
you been learning the math?
Dude, I'm going to show you this, and it's going to look like another fucking language. I swear to God. This shit pissed me off.
And you don't feel smarter?
No, I feel dumber because I don't know what it is.
You could show the camera it.
I'll definitely show the camera. Blow your guys' brains out.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, let me see it.
All right. Does this look like a different language?
You know, it looks like Greek. It looks
it
like a lot of
backwards?
Greek letters.
It's not backwards.
No.
I mean, I guess you guys can see on my actual phone too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does look like a different language. That's not pi.
I don't know
it?
what any of that shit means.
That doesn't even look like pi.
Are majority of them what's the word?
It's like they're taking the derivative, like that O with the slash in the middle of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like they're taking, I think it's an integral.
Okay.
And the integral is like a inverse derivative. And they're saying, like, I think it's like after, they're trying to say, like, after you've taken that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, they did a prime version.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Sure.
Those symbols are very confusing.
Dude, the math behind this shit right here is fucking nuts.
That's some impressive stuff.
Just copy down what the teacher writes.
When you do a lot of those symbols, is a majority of it a constant?
A lot of it are constants.
Yeah.
And then a lot of it are, like, just really big equations that have been turned into one.
Sure. So they're like one symbol that means this whole formula. Okay.
There's
Interesting.
a lot of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. So much of that.
That looks painful.
Teacher's like, you gotta remember this formula.
You know, it's like, how much of that did you copy off?
All of it. There's nothing. None of this could come out of my brain. Honestly.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah. You know, I always think about how Sir Isaac Newton invented calculus.
Right.
And the fact that just came from his brain. That's dangerous. The fact that came from his brain is really crazy, dude. You have to have a lot going on for that just to naturally pop out.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I can't even contain numbers anymore. They got to turn into letters.
Dude, the most cocky people are the people that are, like, low-key still alive, but they're, like, the leaders in their industry, and they've, like, done so much science and, like, uncovered so much stuff that they don't have time to, like, publish everything that they do.
Yeah.
So then when, like, a university student, like, makes a breakthrough trying to do trial and error and something and find something new, and the guy that's, like, an expert in the field's like, I already did this, but found out that it didn't work later on when you try and do this step. So I skipped that, but good job anyways. I condemn your hard work. But yeah, I already did this. I just didn't have time to publish a paper.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy. That's cocky as fuck.
I mean, Sir Isaac Newton was like that. He was pressured to write the book about calculus, and that
Damn.
he didn't for many decades actually, and he was not interested in releasing that because it was just his own version of like shorthand math, because like the other way was apparently like super more complex, and so he did it out of a like I've just like a exercise. Like he just like did it just to prove to other people that he's way smarter than them. Yeah.
So cocky.
It's super cocky, yeah. And he
Cocky
actually
Americans.
I remember he wrote it in such a particular way to make sure that regular people could not read it. Do you know what I mean? When you were
Man.
saying that, like that, when lawyers use this special language
Right.
that you can't even understand as an English speaker, and they're speaking English. But the same thing with Sir Isaac Newton. He wrote that book and made sure that only intellectuals could read that book. And so, yeah, he's the ultimate dick. Personal, like that's what I think. But
Insane.
yeah,
It's intense.
It is. Yeah, I agree. Let's watch the humpback whale one. I'm sure you guys saw this. That one, yeah.
This one, yeah.
Did you see this, Kahaya?
I have not.
He gets eaten.
No. Noah?
No, that's Jonah.
Jonah. Yo, is he wearing like Jonah scrubs now? Like,
His father were out on the water when a humpback whale got hungry. Yes, at first when I thought I had died, it was like, of course, a lot of terror. Because I thought, no, there was nothing I could do. And when I got out and started to float, there I was really afraid that something would happen to my dad too. That we wouldn't have reached the shore in time,
Holy
and I would get hypothermia.
He's
This wasn't like some Bible story where
chillin'?
Adrian was
from
stuck
Chile.
inside a whale for 3 days. He was quickly released, but not quickly enough for his dad, who could only watch helplessly. When I turned around, I didn't see Adrian, my partner, my son. I didn't see him, and I didn't see the boat, so I was surprised and worried. And then I see him come to the surface, and after him, the boat comes to the surface.
It sucks that you just
Del
survived
kept
this
calling out to
traumatic
Adrian
event,
to
get all
stay
the
calm
clout
while
for
he
it,
paddled
and
over to
like,
him. They made it
what do
back
you
to
do
shore
now?
without
Do you
any
just live your
injuries.
normal life?
But
I think
now,
so.
they have a heck of a survival
keep
story to
kayaking.
tell. For
I think they
Inside
keep
Edition
kayaking,
Digital,
yeah.
I'm Mara Montalbano.
Yeah.
that is gnarly, bro.
Isn't it?
I would hate to get swallowed by a fish, dude.
That's
is
no fish. That's a fucking
mammal.
whale.
You're right. That's a
yeah.
mammal.
Yeah.
God.
It'd be kind of weird to have it recorded and then like you just have it living on forever.
Dude, I wonder what it's like though, low key inside of its mouth. Like,
There was an interview where he actually described it, the feeling of everything, but I didn't find that video. I didn't know where it was. But
Fair.
yeah, I mean, like, I saw this, like, I heard of him describing it where, like, he described like the scaly teeth. Like,
I could
don't
see
they
that,
have
yeah.
like wires?
Rows and rows of teeth.
Yeah, they have like these wiry teeth, and so he was like describing that and like
bristles.
yeah,
Yeah.
like bristles, exactly.
I
Yeah,
remember seeing them and they look like horse brush.
sure. Yeah.
Horse brush teeth.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah.
such weird animals.
I guess if you want to know what's inside of a whale, just like watch Finding Nemo.
Fair. Or read the Bible.
Yeah, yeah.
You know they're mammals, so they do like respond to you waving and they wave back.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? No.
Whales.
No, I gotcha. But that's crazy.
How
Really?
do they wave back though?
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
I'll have to.
I mean,
I think it was this one.
You can actually communicate with a humpback whale. It's the thing that surprises most people on my whale trips. How? You communicate using your body. When the whales
Your
find you
body.
in the water, they are curious,
Okay, Steve
but they
Irwin.
won't trust us right away. While
See,
the
he's
whales
waving.
investigate us, if we swim towards them, they will swim away. They like to be the ones to determine the distance between us. But once a whale trusts you, they will close that distance, let you dive down with them, and a bridge
The other guy
is
got
created
8.
between us. You can hold out your hand, and the whale will move its pectoral fin with you. You can
Pectoral
twirl,
fin.
and the whales will twirl with you. The
Look at
whales
that.
That's
will
crazy.
That is
Really
cool.
just like a
your
dog
face.
trick.
They play with you. They encourage you to dive down with them. They speak to you. And you realize that we are all just mammals.
He was like doing some, bro.
You can actually.
That is so nuts.
It was pretty cool.
They
Actually,
did say, don't they say like mammals are smarter than humans, or is it dolphins?
Dolphins.
You know, we are mammals, by the way.
Oh shit, my bad.
So
I was about to say whales. God
yeah,
damn it.
yeah, that is pretty cool. Actually, I do appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I've heard
and I got shown that after the guy got ate by a whale. I was like, wow, they can really communicate with us, can't they?
Oh,
they can eat us up, and then they can just spit us out and wave back.
the wave back.
My bad, bro.
That is funny. Yeah. Yeah, that is cool. I mean, I've heard that like dolphins have like, you know, their own special language and like they have names for each dolphin and like, yeah.
That's crazy.
And there's like different dolphin languages, right? I don't
Action
remember
Bronson
that.
was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
I've heard that like the whale songs like vibrate through your body.
Oh, yeah?
Weird. Have you guys heard about
No.
that?
Mm-mm.
No.
I think that's why they make them for sleep machines.
Interesting.
Because it's just like soothing, I guess.
Yeah, I heard it's like therapeutic, like a therapy. People will go see whales just to feel the vibrations that they make go through their body.
Do you have
That's
to be
pretty
in the
wild.
water?
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like their whatever sound they make is loud enough
Like
to like
Reverberate through the water.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's really fascinating. I didn't know that. That's fast. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty
That's
cool.
what I heard.
That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is there, you know,
Interesting ones.
you know, either the governor of Illinois or the, you know, the neo-Nazis?
Might as well break this one down.
I'm Kahaya.
My
And
favorite
I'm
part.
Paula Todi. We
This
are
is
following
pause for a
breaking news.
second.
Neo-Nazi.
Do you guys
This
know
is
where
just-
this is?
You know, this is a bridge on either 71, right?
This looks like
Is it the Liberty exit?
looks like one of the highways that you're on. Fuck. Like when you're coming back to Cincinnati. And
Is
it's
it by
like
Westchester?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
and like,
about.
you know, I'm talking about like one or two exits.
Looks like Avondale or something.
type shit?
Sure. Yeah.
Bring their message to a busy
This is
spot
local ass
along
news, by the way.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I-75.
Yeah, demonstrators and a banner were both spotted on an overpass between
fucking
Evendale
U-Haul.
and the historically black
I know.
village of
I think that's
Lincoln.
very hilarious too.
How many dudes are getting in that U-Haul?
Swift
That's illegal,
response
bro.
there. Local 12's Paige Barn has been in that area this afternoon and joins us now live with the
This
latest.
looks like where
Paige.
GE is.
Yeah, that's what
Dude,
yeah.
it is.
Hey
I swear to
guys,
God
the
it is.
protesters have since cleared out,
It
as well
looks
as the
yeah.
counter
Holy
protests.
shit.
Just before 3, right behind me on this overpass, as you mentioned, there were about 13 people who were dressed in black, waving a white supremacist flag, and some of them had swastikas
Yeah,
as
Lincoln
well
Heights,
as carrying
yeah.
rifles on them. Now, shortly after, a counter
Oh,
protest.
I-75, excuse me.
Symbols of that nature don't stand here. You know, it said, you know, that's a symbol of hate. We're a community of pride and love.
So what was it?
We're
Why are they
working
doing
to
this?
find out if anyone was arrested.
Don't really know.
Hamilton
You
County
know,
Sheriff's deputies
apparently-
are here, even
Apparently,
Bunch of bored guys.
yeah. Apparently, there was a neo-Nazi protest in Columbus, but like no one really you know, there wasn't really any like traction online about it, and so now I don't know.
Imagine having nothing to do with your day and you're like, oh, what's a great plan? I'm gonna go sit above a highway
And show a flag of a hate
Like,
symbol.
Yeah, like how productive are
It's
you?
for Kanye, guys. Sorry.
No way.
I really
Such a
want to
loser
know
thing to
like
do.
their productive day-to-day life, because if they like are thinking, oh, this is gonna be an impact.
Dude, they probably abuse their family members and fucking, I don't know, just have a shitty ass life.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, just
That you gotta go
degenerates.
sit on top of a highway to spew hate.
Yeah.
It's probably a good
Yeah.
thing they're taking out of society.
You know,
TBH.
I do believe in the freedom of speech, but you know, it's a narrow, it's a weird space, you know.
Are you gonna say the
you know,
ones that burn the witch are the ones to be questioned instead of the witch that's being accused of being the witch?
I mean, the witch should have a fair trial. That's all I'm saying. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Wild and
I know.
what
Look,
is American's
look.
point of view?
You know,
Christ.
I know.
Calm
But
down, brother.
I mean, it's freedom of speech exists for a reason. That's for sure. It's all they can't have a call to. Was it a call to? Oh man, a call to harm, something like that.
Call to bear arms?
No, call to harm, like a call to no. I don't know. I don't know the term right now. I can't. It's not coming to me.
Like an attorney or something.
Oh, I'm just saying that, like, in the moments of that, like, you can do so much with your freedom of speech until you
infringe upon,
until you have like a hate crime. Yeah,
sure.
until you have like a hate call to action. I don't know. Look,
I
I'm
get
not
what you're
intelligent.
saying, fighting words.
Yeah, sure. Once you like start inciting violence,
Is that what you're trying to say?
I guess it's not really what I'm trying to say, but like, yeah.
I think it's funny that they took their flag and burned it.
Oh, really? They did?
That's hilarious.
There was a group that came along, and I guess they snatched one of their flags and they were
Burned
burning
it?
it and
Where do you
recorded.
buy those at? That's the crazy. Like, do you make them at
Temu or
home?
some shit. Like,
you buy it off
Temu's
like
got to be shipping them to the supremacists
I could see
at
that.
a discount.
There's no way they're on Amazon
or like Alibaba.
anything. Yeah, they probably got like 10,000. They bought the carton size.
Yeah, you want to do your content, Kahaya?
Sure, let's do BF. Did we do that? I don't think we did.
BF.
This guy hated
just bring
someone
this
so
up.
much that he literally invented something that changed the
Some
world
inventor
just to get his
content.
revenge. You see, Almond Stroger had been working as a funeral director when a suspicious number of his customers just suddenly started hiring his competitor instead of him. As it turns out, his competitor's wife was actually one of their town's telephone operators and had come up with a completely unfair way of stealing Almond's customers. Back then, whenever someone wanted to call someone, they had to go through the local operator who would then direct them to the correct line. But this woman decided to take advantage of that and just sent anyone calling for Almond's funeral services to her husband instead. Almond was obviously furious and quickly went to the authorities. But since no one really cared, he just took matters into his own hands. Despite having zero engineering background, Almond actually soon invented the rotary phone and automatic telephone exchange. He had somehow created the world's first device to ever let people dial someone's number directly instead of relying on operators. So Almond was basically so fed up with this telephone operator that he just made her job permanently useless by revolutionizing the telephone industry. And Almond not only went on to have a very successful funeral home, he also became pretty rich selling his patent.
Pretty nutty.
That is, yeah.
Anger and violence is positive sometimes, as you can see from this video.
Okay.
Could be the pushing force of an invention.
Okay. I saw how you wrapped that one up there.
Let's bring hate speech back. Let's bring hate speech back.
Chill
No, I'm
out.
joking.
Chill out.
BH.
Yeah. You smiling over there. You think you're
geeking. I'm geeking.
Come on.
Just wait till YouTube pulls that yellow card.
Yeah, I know, man.
Local SEO
Oh, I should chill.
This guy recommends whenever you go to your business using the driving directions feature on Google Maps to go to it. Then also telling your friends to do it. This tells Google your business is in demand because people are actually going there. But he takes it a step further. He says, I know a guy who provides a service where you pay them and they will drive to your location along with their 100 plus phones all doing driving directions. This is a little extreme, but there is a reason they are doing this and providing the service. It works. It shows Google that the location is worth noting, so to speak, as people are driving to the location. This is completely playing with fire, though. You're either going to set a tremendous blaze or burn down the house.
Okay.
The shit like this makes me think, like, people that get like degrees in like SEO and marketing, do they really think about the nitty-gritty shit like this? Or are they just like, I make ads,
I put tags on things. Yeah. I wonder. Have you ever like looked at Google Maps or just like a maps in general?
Sure.
And then like you look at, I don't know, like your girlfriend's phone and use the same maps.
Right.
I see different like restaurants. I see different stores. I see different shit. It's all different.
It is different.
It's all different. And it always boggles my mind.
Is it user based, do you think?
I think so, honestly.
Yeah, because it like has like, like what will it show you first? Like maybe
Especially for like if you type in the first letter of each alphabet. Alphabet letter.
Or like
even like
have
what
you
would be the top search for each alphabet letter?
I mean, have you been in an area and you like look up a just look up a simple store? like a
like if we all
Walmart.
typed in W right now, would it be like Waffle House, Walmart?
Sure.
Like, would we all get different ones?
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting experiment.
Or just
Even
like the
if
show
we
list.
typed the same one, like if let's say there's Walmart that's 2 miles that way and another Walmart that's 2 miles that way, like on my girlfriend's phone, it'll show like the Walmarts on that side of town, on like the left side of town, and then on my phone, it'll show like the right side of town Walmarts. And I'm like, why are you traveling all the way over here to go Walmart? There's one on this side of town that's way better.
Mhm.
Or like she'll say the same thing to me, like, why are you trying to go to this Kroger when this Kroger is way better?
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
All the time, man. Happens to me all the time.
I bet it's the Google Maps playing the users. And they're like, they don't know that there's people out there with 100+ phones going with their directions all on at once to this person's Kroger.
That is really
Dude,
nitty
yeah,
gritty.
what if they are like? What if they're like, we don't want everyone going to this one spot, so we're gonna redirect traffic and make you like. What if the maps like tries to redirect traffic and make people go certain ways just to like not have traffic?
I thought they did do this. When the bridge burned down, I thought that, well, it didn't burn down. You know what happened. It just
The
fucking
purpose
melted.
of it was like to direct traffic.
No. When that happened, there was 15 different ways to get across the bridge or get across the river, right? And I have every single time I used the maps, I felt like I was being put in the wrong way to get
Right.
across the least efficient way to get across the river. And then I finally was just like trying to take the initiative of finding the easiest way, like not using the maps. And once I like stopped using the maps, I felt like I was able to get across the river in like 5 minutes instead of 35 because
Right.
of all the traffic. It was, I don't know.
You would follow
feel
due
you.
to your phone's directions.
Yeah, and it would take me infinitely longer because everyone else is using the exact
maps.
same maps.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and like the route I used, way faster. That's what I think. I don't know, man. I have no proof, but yeah.
It's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Wild times.
Yeah.
Do you
All
want
right.
to go on to BI?
If you feel like, I feel like we should end soon, but yeah.
Maybe
I feel like
one or two more clips.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So this is a picture of the edge of the universe. That is a picture of the edge of the visible universe. We can't ever see farther than that. It's not possible. Why?
This blew my
Well,
mind.
because there's no light coming from beyond that point. Why? Because the universe is expanding. Huh? Stay with me here. We've observed that every galaxy in the universe that isn't gravitationally bound to our galaxy is moving away from us, and doing so in a very uniform fashion. Without fail, we measure that the farther away that a galaxy is, the faster that it appears to be receding from us.
Okay.
And that's a peculiar observation. I mean, a relationship that reliably linear is consistent with and really only makes sense if the galaxies themselves aren't actually moving, but rather the space between them is in some sense growing.
What? I don't get it.
Well, here's an analogy. Imagine that
That's
the
so
galaxies
trippy.
are like raisins in a ball of dough, which is rising as it bakes. From the perspective of any of the raisins, all of the others appear to move away from it, with greater speeds at greater distances. But see, the raisins, galaxies, aren't themselves moving. The thing that they're embedded in, the dough, space, is expanding. See, this pattern here is just what
That's a way
naturally
better diagram.
arises with
I agree.
things
That really
in
summed
an
it up for me because I was so
expanding medium.
confused. But that raisin bread analogy really did sum everything up.
We're such ants that we needed that kind of analogy.
For
We're
it to make
so
sense.
stupid. Yeah, we're so stupid. But yes, that is pretty
But
fascinating.
Dough only rises because heat's expanding, right? Because
it's the
I
yeast,
guess
bro.
so. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But yeah, it's like a process from the heat. Well, yeah.
That's a reaction.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
What do you I've always heard that the edge of the universe is, once you exit the edge of the universe, you'll just be at the other side. Right? Have you ever seen well, I don't want to get
Flat Earth theory.
Yeah, well, I don't want to get
Flat universe theory.
Yeah.
Flat universe theory is hilarious.
I mean, like,
we're all in a bowl of cereal.
I mean, I'm cool. It makes sense that the universe is expanding, but like once you start getting into the shapes of the universe, that it's not just one simple like. It's
Shape.
not one. It's not really a sphere,
Right.
And it gets really
like even that
complicated.
image we're looking at was just like a 2D image. We don't actually know the exact dimensions of this thing.
Right. We don't. Yeah. That that kind of blew my mind.
That was a crazy one.
That was a good one.
You
That was a really good one.
or do you want to go for another one?
We could do BL. I think that sums up a lot of the videos I had.
In the 1500s, archers would practice using targets very similar to the targets we use today, except the bullseye back then was painted white. If someone was standing close enough to the target to be guaranteed to hit the center, they were standing close to the white, or in French, blanc, of the target, which became the phrase point-blank range. In 1600s France, people started making pants out of a stronger material than what was normally available. This fabric was named after the city that it was made in. That city in France? Nîmes. So, fabrique de Nîmes became denim, and a lot of those pants ended up being sold in the Italian city of Genoa. In French, Genoa is jean, which is why they're called jeans. In the mid-1800s, it was customary for ranchers to brand their cattle. Nearly all ranchers did this except for one Texas rancher who ardently refused to brand his cattle. That man's name, which is now the word that we use to describe an independently minded or stubborn person, was Samuel A. Maverick.
That's like Riz of the 1800s. Skibbity Riz of the 1800s.
Getting a whole word named after you.
Wouldn't that be great? Having your name be a word used commonly.
What would your
Phantom Tax? Like Mr. Phantom.
What would be the hill you die on then?
Fuck. It has to be dope though. You just hide. Oh fuck.
You're being real Kaswili right now.
Oh, shit. You're a real Kahaya, you know that?
Yeah.
I don't think it should be a term that is not nice. I think it should be an encouraging term. You know what? You're so Kahaya. Like, it should be a glazing word. A word used to glaze.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Actually, there's a podcast that I listen to, and, Your Mom's House, and Tom Segura's wife, her last name is Pazitsky, and she has actually done this for herself. She has a Pazitsky effect, all right? And the effect that she describes is something that she always experiences, which is she did something wrong for all of her life, and she finally realized that she was being pretty, being dumb about it. And one of her Pazitsky effects was that she never really dried herself when she got out of the shower. She was just wet, and she would put her shirt on, and it would just be wet. And she would never figure out, she never really figured out how to dry herself with a towel. And so she was just she just put on wet clothes all the time and wet socks and
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so
what?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I think it's pretty interesting too. And I don't know what hill I would die on with that. What is my humanly experience that I would name after myself? And I'm not really sure yet, but maybe I'll still experience it. I don't think I've had the revelation yet. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
That's true.
Have you? I don't know.
Maybe fiending for Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. You're really Nolan right. You're such a Nolan right now.
You're Nolan right now.
Yeah.
Go to a restaurant. What are you gonna drink, sir? And then all your friends
He's
are
a
like, man, he's a
Nolan."
Nolan.
So being a Nolan today, right? Okay.
right. It's down
Yeah.
your order.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, it's weird. He's like,
In the 1500s, archers would practice.
he didn't go off about, and the reason they're called archers.
I know. I was waiting for like a breakdown more of like
archery or something.
Something, man. Just the fact that he just like I don't know, just riddled off.
He did just rip random facts from like the past and was like spew it into a video.
Dude, if his face wasn't there, that'd be some AI content.
That would
Yeah.
be. I would
Yeah.
be like, is this voiced by AI or not?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have anything crazy that you wanted to share before we
You know, nothing that like everything's kind of depressing. You know, how about two more videos, all right? And that is the what do you think of this
Featured
chair?
here is a Protone lounge chair designed in 1966 by Pietro De Rossi, Giorgio Soretti, and Riccardo Rosso. Inspired and modeled after a large patch of grass, each section is handcrafted and painted with a special goof lock coating. This chair quickly became a symbol of the radical design movement and is now exhibited in some of the most important museums in the world today. With a re-edition of only 200 pieces in 1986, this chair remains one of the most highly sought after pieces of furniture in the design community.
I have actually seen this chair before,
Mhm.
and I do think that like the people that were making like unique furniture, unique clothing back in the day really had something going for them.
Yeah.
And it all like now, like all the unique clothing, unique lamps, unique all that
Mhm.
shit like it's just on Temu for like $10.
Yeah.
Mass produced in a Chinese factory.
Mhm.
I heard that Trump is like banning Temu and whatnot. And I feel like that's gonna bring back more like value to things that are creative like that aren't easily replicated.
Yeah.
Need to get rid of Temu because it's just bad for the culture.
It is pretty bad. All
Can't
the
have
dupes on there are crazy.
Cheaply made things.
Gotta have
I agree.
expensive things.
Gotta have nice
American
quality.
expensive things.
It takes away from our like. It makes us look cheap. I don't know. It makes our what we made like have less value to it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with you on that, but you know, yeah.
Half the stuff's not even American, but still, just for the creators' point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Was there another one?
For the last one, how about do the 3D printed Crocs?
Crocs.
I know. I figured you would like this.
I think Crocs are already 3D printed or like injection mold polymer.
Yeah.
That's spray mold, like spray foam.
I'm not really sure.
That was weird how it just like instantly gets vaporized into being made.
It's sped up and then like the film.
Yeah, I just think it was so
Super
sped up we
sped
didn't
up.
see
Yeah,
it.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think the block was there for a reason.
Is it
To
squishy?
hold it. Yeah. The
Are they squishy? Do they look squishy?
not really.
They look more like hard glass plastic
Yeah.
to you too.
Yeah.
Oh, they kind of have a little squish to them.
Yeah.
It might be a soft plastic, but I don't think they're as
Man.
soft as yours.
Right, but
They're
still,
not like
that's pretty
rubber.
Dope.
Yeah, I agree.
At that point, just buy the real ones because the real ones are cheap enough.
It is crazy how like right now I'm taking a polymer class and there's so many different types of polymers used
Yeah.
for so much bullshit, and it's
Mhm.
like everything that like you could be insulation, it could be the cushioning pad, the foam pad on your couch or whatever. It could be
Mhm.
just like some polymer that was made in a factory. And it's crazy like how many things like I didn't think so many things in this world were polymers until I took that
What
class.
is a polymer?
It's just like a chain of molecules that are the same.
Okay.
Throughout, like
Okay.
plastic,
Okay.
vinyl chloride. And it's like a repetition of that structure over and over, and they can like choose when they want to terminate the structure, when they want to start a new piece of it.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like that whole keyboard damn near is polymers.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah. Yeah. You know, would you 3D print your own Crocs?
I think it'd be cool to have your own shoe line 3D
Yeah.
printed.
Yeah, and you could like choose the colors, and you could like add some special designs or whatever.
It does
Before
take
I,
away a little bit.
Before I got here, I was seeing this guy and he was 3D printing, not real quarters obviously, but fake ones.
Mhm.
And he was seeing if like it worked in each dispenser that he
Oh,
was using.
snap.
And yeah, it's just crazy because like it worked on all of them but one.
Mm.
But yeah,
That's meta.
For real, because like it depends on how much your material costs, but you could definitely make quarter size things for cheaper than a quarter, I bet.
Especially if you can like hook a string to it and then like pull it out and put it back in.
I mean, that's, yeah.
Robbery.
Yeah.
I think the reason that it didn't work on one of them is just because the weight of
yeah.
the material compared to the coin.
Yeah,
actual
sure.
coin.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, quarters are heavy.
Yeah.
I've seen some car washes where you can like take a magnet. I don't know how magnetic quarters are, but if you have like a really strong magnet, supposedly, you can lift up a quarter through the...
I thought quarters weren't magnetic.
That's why I
thought
think
all change
aren't
magnetic,
So
and they
maybe
specifically like
did that on
chose.
purpose.
Yeah,
I think it's then just like the lever that opens and closes when a quarter comes through. You could use a magnet to like open
hop
and
it
close.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some car,
That's interesting.
really old car washes.
For our criminal viewers out there.
Yeah. Criminally inspired.
Just walking around with neodymium magnets trying to get a free car wash.
Yeah.
Ching, 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 ching.
That's funny.
I think 3D printing shoes though like takes away from like the whole thing of like actually sewing, like having your leather,
Yeah.
having shoelaces,
Sure.
like the whole art of a shoe and
Yeah.
that aspect. But
Yeah.
I do think it would still be fun to have like a 3D print shoe.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, you created it yourself.
Right.
I mean, I totally understand that, like, there is a craftsmanship to having a nice shoe, but does it have art? I just don't believe in the arch support of a plastic
I see what you're saying.
supporting my arches, but, whatever.
I'm
I don't
sure.
know.
I bet there's so many things that we have or that we do, like physically as a sport, or even like the way I'm sitting right now, that could
Yeah.
be done better.
Yeah,
like
sure.
bioengineering wise.
Mhm.
Like there's probably a better way to sit. There's probably a better way to do the fucking high jump.
Yeah.
But like we just don't do it. Or and I bet you there's like a perfect shoe that supports your legs and your knees and your back perfectly.
Yeah.
That like either we can't hold on to our feet, or we probably think looks goofy and it hasn't been incorporated, or it costs too much money or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
I would not be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking for the perfect running shoe personally. I'm trying to buy a running shoe. So, yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen, like, I'm sure you know, like all the top runners have their own shoes that
Yeah.
run like the big marathons. They get like their own.
Yeah, they have their own like molded
Right.
shoe. Yeah,
And they
yeah,
get
yeah.
like custom padding too.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
baller.
like having a like a mouth guard for your feet.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this one guy that's blind who ran the Paralympics and won multiple times for the long jump.
Yeah.
Apparently he held the long jump record for both Paralympics and regular long jump, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And he was like, he had an eye problem. And Nike actually made him his own like goggles so that like the outside light doesn't mess with his eyes or something.
That's pretty cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Nutty.
That's pretty nutty. That's pretty nutty.
I am pretty tired.
Me too. It's been
a long
It's
one.
been a good episode. This is episode 89, and we're gonna be at episode 90 next week, which is cray. That's pretty wild. We're so close to episode 100. It'll be in the summer by the time it's episode 100. I'm looking forward to that.
10 weeks.
Holy shit!
It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited for the warmth. It has been so fucking cold that I'm praying for the sun.
Same. Fuck the groundhog, man.
He got us fucked up for sure.
Yeah. All right, is there anything you guys want to say before we wrap up?
Thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.